I've been listening to quite a few of you talk about feeling stiff in your body, in your joints particularly, sort of feeling the bones a little bit, feeling the muscles being a bit tight. And this is really common as spring arrives. We've got our winter bodies are not quite ready for things to open up, for us to wear different clothes, for us to get moving again. And the body's in a way quite cold. And it can make you feel a little bit old and a little bit vulnerable. And don't worry, because actually it will just change naturally in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So that I'm making this video in April 2021. But there's a few things you can do to kind of ease the process. So people often feel particularly sort of stiff and asleep in their feet and in the upper spine. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways you can accelerate the body waking up. So you need a ball of some kind. I'm just using a little toy ball. It's quite firm, but you could use anything. You could even use a rock. And we're just going to begin to release the feet. So I'm putting my ball on the ground, and all I'm doing is rolling my foot around on the ball. And you can press hard or you can press lightly, and you are obviously easing out the tight bits in the foot, easing out the bones. Pay attention to the places that feel really tight. Some of them will be sore. The junction where the arch of the foot is a good place to go. So you do it for longer than this, obviously, but it's a very easy way to work with your feet becoming, moving on from winter feet to summer feet. Okay? Okay, I'm back. I've just moved my camera. So now we're going to do 2 simple releases for the upper spine. So I mean the spine from the shoulder blades up into the neck. So it's in the knobbly bit of the neck as well. It's stiff in most of us, and it's quite a hard place to get into. You can't touch it that well. It's a hard place to release. So if you have something like a yoga block or one of these foam things, doesn't have to be a half moon shape, but that's quite a good shape. Or even a couple of books with a cushion on top, you can do a really great release for the upper spine. So if you lie on it, with it just where the ribs start, and relax into the feet, and don't put the head down. Relax the head into the arms and keep your elbows in. So you're trying to really cozy the head so your shoulders feel relaxed and the neck feels relaxed. And then I'm just going to ease back, feeling my weight drop into the block underneath. And it's really nice, and you can do it as gently as you like. You can go all the way down and relax for a bit if you like, but you don't have to. So when I do this, I feel everything pop and crunch. And if anything, it's just giving me an awareness of that area, but definitely releases that area. So started with the ribs, and then we're going to work our way up the spine, and the best bit is higher up. So I'm keeping my elbows together, shoulder blades wide, so that I can really feel the spine on the block underneath. And then I'm just doing the slow up, maybe hang out for a bit, slow down, maybe up a little bit, and I'm thinking spine, definitely spine, resting my weight back, maybe also going back more, but you don't have to. It's really gentle, just do what feels right, and you really need to be able to drop your weight back. So then the more higher up bit is more interesting for most of us. It's where it's harder for us to release. So you'll spend more time than this. This is me just showing you the technique. Easing out. So you must drop the body back so you really feel the weight on the cushion. Okay, second option to release the upper back is you need 2 balls. Tennis balls are good, and a sock. And just go with whatever you've got in the house. Put both the balls in the sock. take them to the bottom and tie a knot. So the balls are pushed together, but obviously because it's two spheres, you've got a little bit of a gap in the middle. Let me see if I can show you that. Obviously there's a dip in the middle. So something like this, however you can improvise that, and then you put that on the ground and you release the spine by lying on it, wriggling around a little bit if you like, or you can just rest. I normally just rest. Now it's quite strong, so you don't really want strong, you want gentle, so you can just put enough pressure on so that it feels good, and then you're working it up the spine as well. Higher up is good, so right up, so I can actually just wriggle in order to move it. Wriggle, and when it gets up to sort of just lower than the neck, oh, that's so nice, and I just relax. And it changes the breath and it brings blood supply back into that area and it makes you aware of that area. So then when you're moving around doing normal things afterwards, you'll probably be a little bit less fixed in your posture. And it'll make you a bit freer in that area in a way. Okay, so you've got back release with balls and a sock, back release with some kind of block, and any other ball, could be a tennis ball, rolling the feet around to release tension. And because the feet have reflexes to the whole body in them, you're releasing the whole body just by waking up the feet. So if nothing else, focus on your feet at this time of year and you'll soon start feeling juicy and young again.